In Bubbly Town, the friends love to play with bubbles. They're always blowing bubbles, popping bubbles, and making new bubble friends. And one day, Pippa makes a super bubble formula that fills a whole yard with floating bubbles. But then one bubble grows way too big and ends up trapping all of Pippa's art supplies inside. Can the Bubble Town buddies help her out? Let's get ready to rescue Pippa's art supplies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made a super bubble formula and now my art supplies are stuck inside a giant bubble, said Pippa. Don't worry, Pippa, said Benny. We'll rescue your art supplies. Lulu, Benny and Milo all ran outside. What's wrong, Pippa? Asked Lulu. The friends looked around for a way to pop the bubble, but it was too big for any of them to reach. So they needed a plan. I have an idea, said Milo. All of Pippa's art supplies were floating inside the bubble, a giant rainbow-colored bubble. But it was too big for any of them to carry. Then suddenly, Grandma Coco came by and saw what the friends were doing. The bubble monster wasn't too happy about this, but it was too busy looking after its art supplies to notice. Finally, the time was right. Together, the friends and Grandma Coco popped the giant bubble. All of Pippa's art supplies floated to the ground and landed with a soft thud. Thank you, everyone, said Pippa. You helped me save my art supplies and now we can make even more bubble friends. Now, said Lulu. She and Benny popped the bubble just as Milo distracted the bubble monster. I'll distract the bubble monster while you two pop the bubble, said Lulu. That's a great idea, Milo. Thank you. So Lulu and Benny got behind the bubble and started to blow bubbles at it. And what a sight it was. Let me help you, she said. And that's exactly what they did. The friends spent the rest of the day making all sorts of new bubble friends. They made bubbles that floated like balloons, bubbles that made funny faces, and even bubbles that spelled out their names. And they all lived happily ever after in Bubbly Town. The end.